Buckle up because we're diving into one of history's biggest mysteries. You've probably heard the whispers, massive stone structures from thousands of years ago, built by ancient cultures using tools and techniques that still leave us scratching our heads. Let's talk about a mind-blowing pre-flood megalith site in Siberia that sent shockwaves around the globe. The Gornaya Shoria region is home to an epic ancient wonder, a gigantic megalithic site perched in the stunning Shoria Mountains of southern Siberia. But here's the kicker: experts are still trying to figure out how this natural marvel came to be, and opinions are sharply divided. Was it just luck, or did our ancestors pull off something truly remarkable? Join us as we dig into the truth behind this awe-inspiring discovery. Imagine stumbling upon massive stone blocks weighing thousands of tons. It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. The megaliths at Gornaya Shoria in Siberia are so gigantic that they look almost impossible to be natural formations. If evidence shows that these enormous rocks were indeed arranged by ancient civilizations, we might be looking at the largest megalithic site on Earth. But here's where things get really interesting. Scientists have observed erosion patterns on these colossal blocks, suggesting they're much older than what our current timeline suggests. The fact that many experts, including Russian media and top publications, are quick to dismiss the idea of human involvement is quite telling. They stick to what we know about Earth's history, but this site challenges everything we think we know about rock formation and geological processes. Get ready for a wild ride as we dig deeper into this prehistoric puzzle. You won't believe where some of the world's most enormous stone blocks are hiding. On top of a 1,103-meter mountain in Siberia, the Gornaya Shoria megaliths, also known as the Surak-Kulam complex, sit proudly on the ridges and summits of Mount Kulium, part of the majestic Shoria Mountains. This massive granite massif stretches for kilometers, with elevations ranging from 700 to 1,203 meters. That's one big mountain. Some wild theories suggest these rock formations could be evidence of prehistoric civilizations, but geologists who explored this site in the late 1990s believe they're simply denuded, prepared ridges. These natural wonders form through millions of years of erosion, but with such massive size and precision, it's no wonder people are still debating how they got there. So let's dive into what really might be behind these gigantic stone blocks on Mount Shoria. It's all about Mother Nature's incredible forces. According to Russian scientists and geological experts, intense weathering over millions of years has shaped the rock formations through a combination of tectonic activity and erosion. As deep-seated bedrock gets uplifted and worn away, joint sets in massive granite rocks form, kind of like cracks in an old concrete slab. These joints intersect at almost perfect right angles, resulting in rectangular block-like formations, just like the ones spotted on Mount Kulium. But that's not all. Spheroidal weathering also plays a role here. This type of chemical weathering happens when groundwater seeps through specific joint sets, slowly breaking down the rock into rounded shapes and patterns. It's mind-boggling to think about how nature can create such massive, seemingly man-made structures over time. Now that we've explored the natural processes behind these giant stone blocks on Mount Shoria, let's talk about what scientists call toras, those cool, rectangular rock formations you often see in nature. Toras are essentially hills or mountains where erosion and weathering have broken down the bedrock into core stones. These core stones are like massive, rounded blocks of rock with cracks of all sizes between them. As the surrounding weathered rock gets worn away by water or wind, these core stones get exposed, creating a landscape dotted with rectangular block-like formations. Voila, just like what we see on Mount Kulium. But here's the interesting part: while most toras are pretty small, some geologists and land experts have their own theories about how these formations come to be. There might not be one single answer yet, but it's clear that natural forces play a huge role in shaping our incredible planet. You guys won't believe what's next. So, scientists think that creating these awesome toras involves a mix of natural processes that vary depending on the climate and type of rocks in different areas. Let's take Dartmoor granite as an example. It was formed around 280 million years ago and started getting weathered when the covering rocks eroded away. In places where the granite has really tight joints or cracks, the big crystals break down into a sandy layer called groove. This gross stuff is super easy to wash away by water or wind, especially during long cold ice ages, boy. But if it's protected by plants, it can survive. Now, in areas with joints that are far apart, some rock blocks can stick out above the weathered surface and form, you guessed it, toras. These formations can be either super solid, like Haytor or Blacking Stone rock, or split into stacks, often lined up neatly, which is way more common. Isn't it mind-blowing how all these processes come together to shape our amazing planet? Get ready to be amazed. So, these stacks of toras can look like multi-level rock formations, or even have pillow-like blocks, and you might spot some that are known as Logan stones. They're basically rocking chairs made of rocks. But here's the thing, these stacks aren't completely safe. Frost action can make them collapse, leaving a bunch of scattered blocks on the slope called clitter. And did you know that water collecting in rock basins over time can create circular depressions, like at Kestor? Some people even think that some of these formations might not be natural, but were actually placed by ancient civilizations. Remember how we talked about Gornaya Shoria and the debate surrounding its stones? Well, it turns out that these mysterious structures remind geologists of a site in China called Yangshan Quarry near Nanjing. This place has an incredible history spanning centuries, and scientists are super curious to learn more about the similarities between the two. It's like a real-life mystery adventure. Buckle up for an epic journey through time. The Yangshan Quarry in China has been making waves among geologists because of its eerie resemblance to some mysterious stone structures we've been exploring. But let's dive into its incredible history. This quarry was actually a major source of stones for Nanjing's construction projects way back during the Six Dynasties period. Fast forward to the Ming Dynasty, and it became the go-to spot, especially under the Yongle Emperor's reign. Can you believe one of the most mind-blowing attractions here is an unfinished style? That's a massive stone block meant for the majestic Ming Shaoling Mausoleum. It's over 20 meters tall and weighs an astonishing 70 tons. But what's truly remarkable about this site isn't just its ancient stones, but also the breathtaking views of Yangshan Mountain. The expansive quarries showcase ancient techniques that will leave you speechless. As a preserved historical site open to the public, it offers a unique chance to step into China's rich past and unravel the secrets of monumental construction in the Ming Dynasty. It's like being part of an archaeological adventure. Get ready to explore some seriously ancient sites. You might have heard about the Yangshan Quarry in China, but have you ever wondered where else on our planet are megalithic wonders waiting to be discovered? Let's take a journey to Göbekli Tepe in Turkey. This 11,000-year-old Neolithic site is like a time capsule from prehistoric times. Picture this, an enormous circular structure built with massive stone pillars that are literally the world's oldest megaliths. These humongous pillars stand tall, decorated with incredible carvings of animals and even early human-like figures. Talk about stepping into the past. Imagine walking through 8 hectares of land packed with ancient homes, tiny buildings, and evidence of how our ancestors lived, hunted, and worshipped. Göbekli Tepe was a hub during the Neolithic Revolution, marking the start of agriculture, animal domestication, and new ways of living. It's an absolute game-changer in understanding human history, don't you think? This place is like stumbling upon an ancient secret garden, hidden away for thousands of years, waiting to reveal its mysteries to us today. You're probably wondering what's behind these mind-blowing ancient sites. But here's a twist. Scientists have been questioning how Göbekli Tepe really came to be, especially since it doesn't show signs of early farming practices. Some think that its massive structure could just as easily be the result of nature shaping the stones over time, rather than being built by our ancestors. It's like uncovering a mystery, where we have to piece together the past. Now let's travel across the globe to another iconic megalithic wonder, Stonehenge in England. This prehistoric monument is unlike anything else on Earth. Imagine standing before 2 towering rings of stones, one made up of humongous sarsen stones that weigh a whopping 25 tons each, and the other featuring smaller blue stones arranged in a circle inside. The way these massive structures are connected, forming triangles with the blue stones on top, is truly awe-inspiring. It's like stepping into an ancient puzzle. You're about to discover one of the world's most mysterious ancient sites, Stonehenge. Picture this, a colossal circle of towering stones that has stood the test of time, witnessing centuries go by. But what's truly amazing is how it was strategically built to align perfectly with the sunrise during summer and sunset in winter. This wasn't just a random pile of rocks, it was an ancient marvel of engineering and astronomy. Now, let's talk about its timeline. Stonehenge was constructed in phases over more than 1,000 years, from around 3,100 BC to 1,600 BC. Can you believe that the circle of massive sarsen stones was likely built between 2,600 BC and 2,400 BC? And the earliest part of this incredible monument, an earth bank and ditch, dates back even further, to approximately 3,100 BC. Now, let's put things into perspective. The Great Pyramid is believed to have been built around 2,550 BC. If the timeline is correct, it means these structures predate Noah's flood by a significant margin, an event that supposedly wiped out almost everything on Earth around 2,350 BC. Mind blown, right? You're about to dive into one of the most fascinating debates. Were these mind-blowing Siberian megaliths really created by humans, or are they just a result of Mother Nature's incredible forces? Now, let's set aside those crazy theories about lost civilizations and aliens for a second. The truth is, there isn't enough evidence to support the idea that these formations were man-made. But here's what does make sense. If there was an epic flood, as some believe, it could have unleashed intense weathering, tectonic forces, and erosion that carved out these stone formations over time. Most scientists agree that the Gornaya Shoria structures are a result of natural geological processes. So, let's get real. What do you think? Do you side with science or those wild fringe theories?